You have heard this many times. When you present, set the context, share the information that you have researched, provide process and framework, then share options, and finally share with your audience what the conclusion is. Wrong. Do not do this. Let's rewind this back. Flip this whole thing around. Start with your conclusion. Why? There are 3 reasons for doing this. Let's talk about it. And oh yeah, stick to the end and I'll share with you the one thing that has the biggest impact in how you can end your meetings successfully. Hello friends, my name is Raja Roy and in this channel we talk about self-improvement, productivity and growth. There are timestamps to all the sections of this video in the description below. So if you know some of this information, feel free to jump ahead to the sections that will help you. So step 1 is to start your presentation with the conclusion. Why the conclusion? Why give up the reveal, the verdict, the result, the recommendation? Why give up the one thing that people have come to the meeting for? Because putting your conclusion at the top of your presentation achieves a few things. It shows you have nothing to hide. You're putting the audience as the valuable person here. It builds trust as it shows that you're not hiding behind slides or data. Also, it doesn't put the focus on you as you're not wasting precious initial moments to set the context, which probably they already know. You're not leading the audience to an opinion and you're not holding that last card to reveal your conclusion. It takes away from the fact that, hey, look at me, I'm important, until the big reveal. People have very short attention span, and the best way to capture your audience's attention is to come out with a bang, the reveal, the proposal, the recommendation. Because by doing that, you have already forced the audience to make a choice. Now, either they have to agree with you or disagree with you. The people who disagree with you are immediately engaged as they want to counter what you just said. And the people who agree with you wants to hear affirmation of what they already believe in. This is why you lead with the end result. Sounds simple, right, when I put it this way? But most people don't follow this process. Let's take an example. Say you're presenting what project your team is going to be working on next. Now, the most common way of presenting this is telling people, hey, look, how many projects we have reviewed, what were the merits for each of these projects, how valuable they are, what factors you have taken into consideration before proposing what project you're going to work on, how much will be the cost, and what will be the team's next steps. Wrong. Flip this. When we present, we're going to try this. We're going to say, we are going to do this project and it's going to cost us this much. There, you just started with your conclusion. This is bold, this is captivating, and either people are already mad at you or they think you have made the right decision. Tell me in the comment section below that if you do this already, or is there another technique that you use? Quick plug, if this information is helping you in any way, please hit the like button. This goes a long way in making this information available to people who are looking for it. All right, step 2, support your conclusion by facts. What are the key facts of this topic? This step is extremely important. Here you're establishing reasoning. Reasoning is something that we all have in common. We have to be able to reason first before we start believing in it. By establishing the key facts that support your conclusion, you have put your audience in this zone where they now are thinking, okay, if these facts are true, then I would also come to the same conclusion. The groundwork is laid now. All you need to do is prove that these key facts that you have established are true. Now here is where you execute step 3. You support your key facts with evidence. Provide data, examples, instances, everything that you need to support your facts. This is the quickest way to build trust. Here you cite sources, bring in the expert, look into that business intelligence, present the critical data set that is unquestionable evidence of your key result. Every key point that you highlighted in step 2 has to be addressed here with evidence in step 3. As you present these evidences, make sure you have set the context for which key topic you're presenting this evidence for. Your audience should not lose you here. Your audience should know exactly for which key topic this evidence is for. Once you have presented this evidence, now you have addressed both the groups that you initially created when you started with your conclusion. So let's summarize this 3-step process for presentation that you can give anywhere. Step 1, start with your conclusion. Step 2, present the key facts that led you to this conclusion. And step 3, share evidence for each of these key facts. You will find your meetings are more engaged and you are getting consistent outcomes from these meetings. As I mentioned before, here are the 2 tips that will help you to end your meetings successfully. Tip 1, end your meeting 5 minutes early if it's a 1-hour meeting, or about 3 minutes early if it's a 30-minute meeting. Then get the audience into wind down mode. So at the end of the meeting, I would say something like, if there is one thing that you can take away from this meeting, and then state that one thing that you want everybody to remember from this meeting. It's called focusing your audience's attention to one thing. And tip 2, then recap the key takeaways from the meeting and what are the action items, who needs to do what. It shows you have full control over the meeting cadence. This makes everyone feel there was a sense of accomplishment in this meeting and leaves no one with ambiguity for next steps. And there, you have leveled up your presentation skills massively just by following these 3 steps. By the way, if you want to take your Outlook game to the next level, then check out these 6 tips that you can start using today. Click on the link that's coming up at the top right corner, or you can find the link in the description below. And if you haven't already, please like this video and consider subscribing. You will help the channel grow and be found by people like you who are looking for this information. I hope this was helpful, friends. Use it and let me know what your experience is like. Until next time, keep improving.